For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello, welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a kind of review video and sort of like an information video really on a bag from Vango. So Vango launched the Smart Pack roller bag a few years ago, and one of the big things really now for the season is that you can now buy it as its own individual thing. So if you want to update your model, or you want something that's going to help you a lot easier in terms of A, getting it back in the bag, but also transporting it from A to B to C, yeah, you can now buy it on its own. So you can check the link below, take you through to our website. But in this video, I'm going to talk you through kind of the benefits of the bag, but also kind of why maybe it's not just a tent bag. So what we got here, one of the unique features is actually in terms of size. So it is about 75 deep by about 55 wide, and it's about 70 sort of tall. So it's nearly kind of as long as it is tall, and that's really benefit to make sure that it'll pretty much fit nearly any tent. And you can just fold it to make sure it's the right size. To make sure it's the right size in the first instance, what you've got to do is almost like pre-folding marks. So you've got this little kind of point here that kind of gives you a bit more of a maximum width. So you can make sure you get the right width, lay this down first, so you can roll it, get the first rolled to that point there. The joy of this then is you're working at the right sort of scale. You're not going to make sure it's too long or too small. Then for the point is you've got these little webbing straps. So you've got webbing straps which you can lay down here. Roll the tent back, and then actually the straps will then kind of go over the top of the tent, and if I use my leg for example, clip into there. What this will then allow you to do is actually compress the tent first before getting in the bag. So you've got sort of two-stage compression. So you've got compression outside the bag, obviously on both sides. You can then happily roll this in because the zip drops down, so it's much easier to get it in the actual bag itself. So once you've rolled it in the bag, you can then zip it up. Obviously it's probably going to bulge, not too dissimilar to what I've got one here. So you've got tons of room in the bag, and then you've got a second compression on the actual bag itself. So again, in the best way to try and make it fit in the bag, you've got that quite nice and neatly. Now, other things the bag's actually got is reinforcement. So, you know, this bag's designed to take kind of the heavier tents, if you will, or not so heavy if you don't want it to be. But, you know, some of the Vango tents, for example, are the best part of 70 kilograms. So it's been sort of tested above that point. It's been designed specifically for that point as well. So you've got two reinforced handles on either side to make sure that two people can lift it quite happily. You've also got wheels located, so you've got 3 wheels as well, so you haven't got just a span on that point. You've got struts running down the end here as well to make sure it's kind of more robust. Again, you can all happily pull around from that point there. A little window indicated as well, so you can put your little tent ticket or notes in there, or things like booking slots quite happily go in there. And one of the unique features on kind of the smart bag that you buy separately, rather than when you get given in a tent, is the fact you've actually got on top of here a blank space. So you can put things like your name on there, you can put sort of the items that are inside of there, what it is. So it's you know, it's just a way of personalising it. I know certainly when you go, say, like people camping in Jersey and stuff, a lot of people have their tents or in storage. You can write you know, the family name quite happily on the bag quite clearly. Other things as well is, not only I don't see this using just for the fact for the tent itself, which is one of the bulkier items, but I foresee it's a really great way of actually having things like storing other things in there. So you could put all of your cooking equipment in there, your table, you know, chairs, that sort of stuff, air beds, roll mats. It's a great way of transporting things in bulk, but in a much more easier and kind of, again, confined way of doing it. So you can have all your bedding there, you know, your self-inflating mats, your roll mats, your sleeping bags can all go in that one bag. When you want to go camping, you're not suddenly trying to play car Tetris with about, well, 1,000 different items. You know, you can just do it with, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 bags, for example. Put it in the car, away you go. It means if you're going away on a, you know, an off trip or a spur of the moment sort of thing, it's an easy way of getting things sorted, and off you go as well. And again, if you're looking sort of things like putting in trailers, it just works quite nicely. So that's kind of the Smart Pack roller bag. A really nice sort of concept, and like I said, you can follow the link below this video if you wished, take you through to our website to show you what the current price is on those as well. So yeah, any more questions or queries you have, feel free to comment on the box below. Alternatively, you can always email us via our website or our email address as well. But thanks again, and we'll see you again soon.